Get ready to dive in the world of fantasy. Till now, you've read countless fantasy books with enchanting fairy tales. But this story is another divine solitaire in the crown. In our story, we weave 3 fairy tales into a magnificent one. In our tale, Snow White and the 7 dwarfs meet Hansel and Gretel and climb the stalk of Jack and the Beanstalk.
I, Hansel, lived with my father, a poor farmer, my sister Gretel, and my stepmother, who was extremely selfish and rude. Our village had just recently faced a drought, and we were going through a financial crisis. One night, I heard my stepmother suggesting to my father to leave us behind in the forest. Terrible! Having heard that, I woke up Gretel and told her everything. On the way to the forest, I kept dropping pieces of bread on the ground so that we will be able to trace our way back home. Shivering in the cold in the forest, we met Jack.
I lived in the village with my mother. My father was extremely rich. He had a goose that laid golden eggs and a harp that sang by itself. But a cruel giant took all his magical devices away and killed him. Now we are struggling. Searching for food today, I discovered these breadcrumbs. Hungry, I started to pick them. They seemed to follow a path, and so did I. This led me to Hansel and Gretel. Were you the ones that dropped them here?
Yes, we did it so that we could go back home following the crumbs. Now we were lost.
We needed a shelter to spend the night in. We started wandering. Suddenly, there was a loud rumbling sound from behind the bushes. Out from behind the bushes came a beautiful, kind-looking lady. We asked for help. She agreed. And can you believe it? We were in a house made entirely out of candy. Shockingly, we discovered that the good-looking lady was actually a witch who planned to gobble us the next day. Terrified, we escaped the house at midnight. While wandering, we discovered a beautiful girl lying unconscious. So we woke her up with the magic candy we had taken from the candy house.
I am Snow White. My stepmother tried to kill me by giving me a poisonous apple. Trying to escape my fate, I landed here.
Trying to get out of this creepy forest, we came to a dead end and found a big stone.
We tried to lift the big stone and discovered a peculiar silver bean. We planted it and instantly it grew into an enormous stalk.
And as we were climbing, we saw a hideous-looking, scary giant who had imprisoned 7 innocent dwarfs in his abode. We tried to set them free.
So I decided to trick the giant into eating the poisoned apple. He immediately fell dead. Jack reclaimed his father's fortune and released those dwarfs who destroyed the magical bean, so that the giant could never wake up again. We had a good amount of fortune, so we decided to stay together happily ever after.